Hello, I'm Rashmi Pandari, and today I've got Shashrita. Hello, Shashrita.
Hello, Ma.
Shashrita is my student from 2021 batch EC, and she has cleared Capgemini. So congratulations.
Thank you, Ma.
So we had got around 104 shortlisted and 88 selects finally. So tell me, Shashrita, how was Capgemini? First of all, what was the eligibility criteria?
Okay, so eligibility BE, any of the branch like EC, CS, and
IS,
IT.
yeah, IT related.
Basically, IT and circuit branch. We had to have 6 CGPA and above, no active backlog, and this 10th and PU both 60%
Okay.
minimum.
All right.
Yeah, and they even didn't wanted us to have a age this gap.
Yeah, gap between. Okay.
Gap between the
Academics.
academics.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
That's what. And what was the package and the designation?
package is 3.8 and analyst mark.
All right. Okay. So what were the rounds, Shashrita?
Yeah, actually they had changed the pattern this time. There were 3 rounds. The first was the online test, second was technical interview, and the third was HR. So the online test had 4 sections. The first section was pseudo code. This pseudo code section basically consisted of questions of DS, data structures, and some simple coding error correction. So it was actually easy for us to do the coding part than the data structures, because data structures there were some difficult level problems in that, but I could somehow manage it because of the training, company specific training what we had. So that was about pseudocode round. Then the next round was
No, can you remember any of the questions? I mean, do you remember any
questions. Yeah, like the maybe error correcting, ma'am. Usually they in case of a for loop, what are the what are the things to be written, like semicolon or some simple it was.
All right.
So yeah.
So what was the problem? Time is less, or complex problems, or
no. The basically pseudocode round was really easy. Like I think it was the easiest round of all for me.
Okay.
Data structures, all 5 questions were on data structures. All 5 were theoretical most. So if you know the concept, it was very easy to
All right.
Yeah.
EC students, you learn data structures.
Yeah.
You learn.
We had to learn
Okay.
it. So
All right.
yeah. If you have prepared well, then it was really good.
When do you learn data structure? In which year? In which semester?
All thanks to this lockdown, ma'am. This lockdown period was,
Okay.
a beneficiary one for me, because I could learn things what I didn't know. Like
So you studied through Google, I mean YouTube, or what did you
yeah,
do?
YouTube, and then we had training also.
Yeah, all
So
right.
company specific training was there.
Even this was
yeah,
part of it.
so
Great.
both are together I could manage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
All
how I
right.
cleared. So yeah, that was about pseudo data structures. And in pseudo code, basically the questions were like, what is the error? If error is there, then identify which is the error: runtime error, compilation error, or what is the error. And some questions were on functions and parameters. So what are the things inside that and all.
Yeah.
So that was basically easy for me.
All right.
Yeah, so that was
All
about
right.
the first round, pseudocode round. The second one was English. This was kind of tricky round, because if you are well versed, like if you know things well, then only you can work. Then
Alright.
yeah, so antonyms, then synonyms were asked. 1 or 2 questions related to that. Then error correction again there also. They gave us a long sentence or something. We have to find what is the error in that. So they had they had made the sentence very short and given like which has error or something like that.
Alright.
1 or 2 questions regarding that. Then comprehension passage we had 2 passages.
Okay.
So this is like the one
Most difficult.
yeah,
Okay.
because you have to read everything, and then it consumes time also.
So how do you do it? You see the question and you go, or you read the whole thing first?
No, I read the question and then I just go on searching for the relevant word in the question, so that it saves time actually. So that's how I do it. So I just see the one keyword in the question, and then I go on searching for the word in the like line by line word in the passage. Then if I could find the word, then I can read the
yeah.
entire sentence and relate.
Yes.
Right? That's what I do. Okay, so comprehension passage, and there was another section like a fill in the blanks or something. There were around like 5 to 6 blanks. We had to fill that. There were options, so that was for 6 marks. So 6 questions, 6 marks, like that. So this was kind of many of them were eliminated in this round basically, because
The
it was very-
comprehension.
No, the overall, the English.
English, all right.
Because it was kind of tricky and no one can teach you. It's you. You have to learn and develop it, right? So the questions also, you can't expect anything. So you have to be well versed in that. Only then you can clear that round. So English. The third, this was an interesting game. I mean, interesting round because it was on gaming. Gaming based aptitude it was. So there were again 4 sections in this. First was deductive reasoning, inductive reasoning, grid challenge, and motion challenge. So all this was the entirely new for us because as this was the first drive and then gaming we never had it also. So it was interesting and challenging also. The deductive reasoning had like it's basically they'll give you some minutes like 90 seconds or something, 1.5 minutes. So it's up to you. You have to solve how much you can do, which level you can reach. Based on that you get points. So the first deductive reasoning is something like Sudoku. Like you have to there will be like 3 cross 3 or 4 cross 4 boxes or even 5 cross 5. As the level increases, the complexity also increases. So basically there will be 3 symbols or something. You have to guess the 4th place or something like that. Exactly like Sudoku. How Sudoku is with numbers, these are with symbols like subtraction, heart or diamond shaped, all that. So this was the easiest round of all.
So if someone is not into gaming, they'll find it difficult?
No, this is not like exactly gaming. It's basically
or even Sudoku. If they're not into Sudoku and all that, so will that?
Then it'll affect. You should have basic knowledge of how Sudoku is, or with that only you can guess it. Or if you're very good at logical thinking, then you can clear it. Just there's a skip. In the beginning there is a video also like how it works and all. So if you just see it like 1 or 2 times, then you can clear, I guess, because it was not that hard.
This video was there before the test when the mail had come?
Mail also as well as before the test also. So if people who had neglected it before, then can watch it once again during this also. So that was the first round in gaming. And gaming round you can go anyhow. Like you can go to the first round, second, third in the same order, or you can go to the fourth, first, anyhow. It's up to you. You can choose any of the round. So this round was very easy for me. I scored maximum mark in this round. Next was grid challenge. Grid challenge was a little hard compared to other 3. So this actually, they used to give us in the beginning for 2 seconds. They'll just show us one particular bubbled ball, and it's like a page where all the bubbles are, it's kept, and only one ball is bubbled. You have to just remember which is that bubbled ball. So the next moment after that 2 seconds is done, they'll show you another page where you have to guess if it's symmetry or not. There are 2 or 3 objects given. You have to just select if it's symmetry or not. So once when you're looking at if it's symmetry or not, you have to decide yes or no and give yes if it is yes. But the main task is to identify where the bubble was there that time. So by the time this guessing work is done,
you'll
forget where it is. That was the main challenge here. So and as the level increases, complexity in the sense in time increases. It's not 2 seconds now. It's more faster. So this round was little hard. If you are like if you can grasp things fast, then you can do it well. So the third one was motion challenge. There will be one ball, like say red ball, at one particular area, and there's another ball black. You have to move this red ball towards the black ball. There will be obstacles in the middle. You have to just see that you do it in the shortest possible step. So in this round there were like if you do it in this range within this number of steps, then you'll get 3 points. If you do it within this range, you'll get 2 points. And if nothing, then also you get 1 point. So it is like that. So this was also kind of easy. There was another round, inductive reasoning. This inductive reasoning was basically like there is one pattern given and there is a relation between the first 2 patterns given. You have to guess what is the relation and guess the third one. Just like logical reasoning, A is to B, then what C is to what, something like that. But this was in terms of figures. So this was also easy. So
Alright.
gaming was actually fun and interesting.
All right.
The fourth round was behavioral test. That was non-elimination basically. Whoever cleared gaming had to take up this
So
test.
what sort of questions come in the behavioral round?
Maybe
Yeah.
general questions like in case you are given an opportunity to lead the group and and someone is not agreeing to your orders or something, what would you do?
Oh.
There were things to select like 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
What would be your actions?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Alright.
General questions
Okay.
were asked in
Alright.
that.
Then after that you had your interview.
Yeah, after around a month or something,
Yeah,
we had
yes.
an interview. So interview first
You
was
had to upload your resumes.
yeah, all that was done in the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yeah, Superset.
Okay.
Through Superset it was. So we had to upload everything in Superset itself.
Alright.
So the even the interview was through Superset only.
What is Superset?
Superset is a platform, ma'am,
Okay.
where the companies it's like the middleman between the company and the
Okay.
something like
Okay,
that.
alright. So
So-
then how were the interviews?
Yeah.
Online, was it difficult or was it?
Maybe, ma'am, in case of students who are not able to access internet and all, maybe it was difficult for them. But for me, that was not an issue. But at the same time, the feel what you get when an interviewer is sitting in front of you, we couldn't feel it. Like
Alright.
that is different. This was something like you're talking. There's a delay, ma'am. Basically, if I'm telling him something, my name is Shashrita, he might hear it after a second or
Yeah.
something, and that flow is. Though the internet is good, still you'll have that, and that is not
Okay.
a good
There's a
way.
lag.
Yeah,
Alright,
there's a
alright.
lag.
So what were the questions for the interview?
Yeah, first was technical round. The first question he asked me was, "You're from EC. How will you manage?"
Huh.
So I think I convinced him in a very good manner. So maybe he was impressed
So
by
what
my
did you
answer.
say? What?
I said that I have always been a keen learner, or I'm very good listener also. I've told him what I've done in this lockdown period also. Though I'm not from EC, I've studied DBMS, SQL, everything. So you can ask me anything on that. Then
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, you said you can ask me anything. Great.
So that's wherein he was like really impressed, and he was like, "So what about Java?" So I said, "Java, I am not into Java. Like I've not studied anything on that. But definitely before joining Capgemini, I would do that." I said. So he was really impressed by that answer, and he started asking me questions on. He asked me which are the languages you know. So I said C, Python, and C. He just asked me to rate how much C I know. I said 7.5, and he was like, "It's great." And he was like, "What is more left to learn?" Something he had started asking me. So I was like, "There's always learning.
Yeah.
There's no end." So that's why I rated 7.5. So then he started asking me about Python. So do you know Python? Like how good are you at? So I told him about my project, what we have done in our IC. So he was quite impressed about that, and then he didn't ask me anything basically on Python also. Then as I said DBMS, and I said about OOPS also. He was again like, "Okay, you know OOPS also because you're from EC," and I was like, "Yeah, I know OOPS. You can ask me anything on that also." So he didn't ask me on OOPS as well. DBMS, he started asking me about keys. What are the keys? And OOPS again, he started asking about abstraction, some different types, multiple and multi-level. What are the difference? All that he started asking me, and I knew all the answers very well, so I could manage. And that was it. That's it about technical. And then I asked him for feedback. So he was like, "You're very confident and
Okay.
keep learning."
Alright. So it went on well. And
Yeah,
how
it
long-
was went on.
How long was it? It was not a very long one then.
No, basically they had scheduled for 10 minutes, but mine got over within 8, I guess.
Okay.
8 minutes, I think.
I think once they know that you know the stuff, there's nothing more to probe, right?
Yeah. So
Alright.
that was done, and within 20 minutes I got call for HR.
Okay.
So by then I had some
Something to eat.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like really happy. Then I was like, okay, HR I can definitely clear, because TR, because somewhere I thought maybe I'm from EC and
Okay.
that might matter or what, or he might ask me something more which I don't know. Something like that, but it went on really well. When I go, and HR, basically it was a lady, and she was very sweet, and the way she created a proper environment and all. So I really liked the way how it was. she spoke also very nicely, and then she asked me first and foremost question, introduce yourself. And I took almost like 3 minutes, more than 3 minutes,
Wow,
I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, oh wow, yeah, she also meant the same.
Okay.
She's like, yeah.
Yeah, because usually people find it so difficult to speak even for a minute. So good,
Yeah.
Shashrita.
Yeah. So yeah, she was like, yeah, good, and she started asking me about what did I do in these days, lockdown and all. I told her the same thing. Then she was even asking me about what is your role, basically what are you, how would your juniors or seniors or your peers represent or address you as. So I told, basically I'm a very active person and I indulge in all the activities happening in the college, so something like that, and she was impressed by that also. And she was like, yeah, it's good, you keep going, she said something like that. And then she started asking about the bond, if I've the usual questions, relocating. Then yeah, that's it. Then I just asked her feedback again, and she said, keep going, you're going good. And yeah, that's it, was there in the TR. And the next day we received the mail from college. Yeah, she told me that the results will be announced next day, and it will be through college, so you can contact them. And next day we received the mail, and I was really happy.
Yes, yes. Thank you. And any tips for your juniors or the people who are watching? I mean, how should they prepare for campuses? Because you've written Infosys, you've written
yeah, Cognizant also I've
Cognizant,
written,
yeah, so yeah.
So I would just say, like, prepare well on one programming language, like whether you're from whichever branch you are, like, either C or Python or any programming language, you should know in and out of that. So if you know that, then it's very easy for you. Have a project by the moment you know that next is your interview or something, you should know in and out of your project as well. And internships also matter. They'll ask you sometimes on internship, and how you found it and all.
Did you do an internship?
Yeah,
Where have you done?
One I've done in MRPL, and another one I did it in online.
Online?
Yeah.
When? During the lockdown?
Yeah, during lockdown.
How did you get that to come to know about it?
Through college, ma'am.
Through college? We sent it, placement department or someone else?
No, not placement, but through my HOD. So
okay,
he
very
had
good.
sent. So that was really good, and it was about IoT and LabVIEW.
Okay.
So some easy stuff it was.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So I didn't get a chance to tell about my internship, like I've told in my intro, but she didn't ask me anything about internship. But there are cases when they ask. So if you have done internship and all, then it'll add on actually. Then one project, as I said, that also will make a huge difference. The way you express your project, that will actually add on things, because what I said in my self-introduction was all these things, what things I know, what I've studied and all. So that actually matters. And the most important, the first round, that is this APTI, the most important part to get in.
Yes.
This is like, you can't neglect it at all, and only the one thing that can help you is practice.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah. All right. So thank you very much, Shashrita, and I hope this was helpful to you all. Till we meet again, it's bye.